Hello, everyone. I'm going to do this project. I think it's on page 189 in the e-textbook. This is programming project for chapter 4. I'm going to do PP 4.4. Okay, that's the dog class. I'm doing this. It's very similar to student so that you can see how this works. And also, I want to do the driver so that you understand how to test and use a class. Okay, so most of you did not finish that. Okay, so I have this dog class here, and the instance variables. Why does it not go down? Okay, the instance variables in the book, it says it has a name. It also has an age for the dog. So instance variables are always private. You remember that. For name, it is a string, right? For age, it is an int, okay? And it's always private, by the way. So int age, okay? We use those two instance variables. After instance variables, we write the constructor. By the way, I'm not doing the comments. It takes time. When you do your project, you need to do the comments, okay? So next, I'm going to write the constructor. Remember, your constructor is always public, no return type, and the same name as the class name. So suppose when you create a dog, you really don't have a name or age. So it's like that, right? It doesn't accept anything. But your constructor's purpose is to initialize all instance variables. So name, we don't have one, we just use empty space, empty string, and age, we don't have one, so we just initialize it to 0. Those are usually the default values, okay? If you don't have any values, you initialize them to default values. Okay, now we will overload, I'm going to write this here, overload the constructor. So this constructor, okay, will accept the name and age. So it will accept a string, it will accept an int. For this one, in class, I told you to use a different name because it takes time to explain this. So I will explain it here. Currently, if you look at it, I have name here, which is a formal parameter. And then I have name here. That's the instance variable. Okay, they are the same. They have the same name. And age have the same name also. So how do we differentiate them? To differentiate them, when you reference the instance variable, you precede it with this keyword. It's a keyword, this. That means the current object. Okay, this name, this references the instance variable, okay, equal to, and this name references this formal parameter. So this is how you differentiate them. If your name is a different name, a new name, for example, then you do not need this, right? If your age is simply years old, then you do not need to use this. It's when they have the same name, okay? Name, age, they are the same. You need to differentiate them by using this dot, okay? And also, I'm repeating myself here, but this dot age references the current instance variable. This dot name references this current instance variable. This with the name and age without this, they reference the parameter list. Okay, this is how you do the constructor. So now we have two constructors. And I'm going to create a new driver, okay? So let's go to a class and let's call it, I'm just call it dog park. Okay, for you, always remember you use the non-meaningful. I have been telling you to use meaningful names, but here I want you to simply use chapter 4 PP, your first name, your last name, because when I download and run, it needs to be, I need to know whose it is. That's why, okay? So don't follow my name here. Okay, so now we have the dog constructors. We can actually create a dog object. Dog1 equals to new dog, right? And currently, this dog doesn't have a name. Its age is 0. That's when we call this constructor, okay? And then we can do dog2. For this one, we can give it a name, little angel. Okay, I'm not sure if they are, and age 3. Okay, so now we are using both constructors. The first one creates a dog with no name and 0 age. The second one is using the second constructor here, right? So the name is little angel, age is 3, okay, after this call. So that's the constructor. Now you remember, after the constructor, you do the mutators and the accessors. So let me do one, and I will walk you through that. For your accessor, okay, accessors, you need to do an accessor for each instance variable. So we need to do 2 of them, okay? So name, always public. Since you are accessing, that means you want something in return. The return type is the same as the instance variable type. So public string, and it always uses get followed by the instance variable name. It doesn't accept anything because you know you are just getting the name, right? So I will just do it here. Return name. And then we do the age. Since age is int, so the return type is int, get age. And return age, okay? And then we do the mutators. Mutators always return void because you are not getting something back. You are changing the instance variable. So it always starts with set name. And since you need to change the name to something, then you need to give me something. So you want to change the name, you need to accept a string because name is string, right? New name. Okay, so you will say name equals new name. Okay, and public void set age. Okay, so for this one, because age is an int, you need to accept an int. So whatever the variable type is, you accept that typed value. Okay, name is string, you accept a string. Age is int, you accept an int. Int age, I'm using the same name. Since age and age, they have the same name, you need to do what? You need to differentiate them. This dot age, this means the instance variable equals to this age. So you're assigning this parameter value to this instance variable. Okay. Now I will do the toString method, and then we will write the other method. Okay, so toString. And toString always start with public, returns a string, and the name is toString, and you cannot change that. So what I do is I will declare a string variable, local, initialize it to empty string so that we can do the concatenation, okay? Result, now we begin to concatenate all the instance variables. So name, that's the instance variable, right? Name, and give it a space, okay, plus what is the instance variable? Age. So you will just type age. Okay, and we need to return this. So this is the toString method. Let's run this, let's check this program, okay? Go to dog park. And now, remember the toString method is automatically called, right? So we can say dog1. And I'm just going to copy and paste this. And the dog2. So let's print them out. Okay, so it doesn't have a name. Its age is 0. That's the first dog. The second dog, that's the name. 3 is the age. So this works, right? And remember, this one it is the same as toString. Okay, it's the same. You do not need to do that because the system will call that method as soon as it sees an object in this output statement. So that's not necessary. Okay, so now let's set the dog name. Dog1.setName. We have that method here, right? We have set name. So set name, it asks for a new name. So you need to give it a new name. Set name, I can say little devil, okay? And so now the dog has a name. So let's print it out again, dog1, and you will see it has a name, right? Now it's little devil and age is 0. And we can also do dog1.setAge and set it to 7. Okay, and now if you print it out, you will see that now it's 7. Okay, that's because we have these set up, the methods there. Okay, and you can also change dog2. So dog2.setAge, okay, set it to 4. And let's print out dog2, right? Okay. Okay, so dog2 is little angel, 4 years old. Okay, so that's, you need to test all methods. So here we have set, we have, we never tested get. Okay, let's do a get. Get, we want to know what the name of dog1 is. So we can do it in one of 2 ways. String dog1 name equals to dog1 dot get name, right? Because it returns a string. And then we can print it out. We can say dog1 name is, dog1's name is dog1 name. Okay, we can print it out. So let's see. Okay, or you can do this directly right here. Dog1 dot get name, right? You can do it here also. Okay, so dog1's name is plus dog1 get name. Okay, let's run. So either you assign it to a string or you print it out directly. And what about if we want to see how old together the 2 dogs are, we can say int, okay, I'm just declaring them here, but you should declare your variables up at the beginning. I'm just doing it for efficiency's purpose. Int total age is equal to, so we need to get dog1's age and dog2's age. So dog1 dot get age, right? And plus dog2 dot get age. Okay, so this will give you the total age, and you can print it out. You can say the total age is plus total age. Okay, so let's run. And total age is 11, 7 plus 4. And of course, you can do it here also. Simply do this, okay? Put it here. Instead of do it and assign it to a variable, you can do it here also. The total age is, okay? I'm just showing you the two different ways of doing things, okay? So, see, it gives you, oh, the second one is 74. Oh, everybody, why does it print out 74? Think about it. Here, this is a string. This is very good. This is a string, and this is an int, but this int is concatenated with a string, so it's a 7. And this int is concatenated with a previous string, which is 4. That's why. So to make it perform the arithmetic calculation, we need to put the parentheses around it, okay? So now that's how it works. We tested get age, get name, set age, set name, and 2 string. So we tested all methods. Now, let's implement another method. In the book, it says, implement a method called human years, okay? Which means 1 dog year is equal to 7 human years. Okay, so since we know that 1 dog year is equal to 7 human years, I will declare a final variable, okay? So call it human years. Human years, okay? So here is a final variable. This is a utility variable. It has nothing to do with the dog attributes, actually. So here, I'm going to do that. So I want to calculate, give me the dog age, I will calculate the human years, right? So you can return a double or int, since we are talking about int really here. So let's do an int. Human years, okay. Okay, so we don't need to accept anything. Why? Because we know the final here, 7. We also have age, so we do not need to accept anything. We have age, we have the conversion there. So we don't accept anything. We simply do the calculation. Okay, int result. I'm doing this step by step so that you understand it better. And later on, you can simply do return whatever, okay? Result is equal to what? The age, whatever age is, times the constant, right? If you are 7, then you are 49 years in human being. In humans term. So that's that. And then we need to return this result, okay? Return result. Here, I want to tell you that make sure you do not make human years this instance variable, because as we discussed in class, this is a derived attribute. It's not the actual attribute of a dog. A dog doesn't have to have a human years. This is derived using age. So you cannot make this into an instance variable, okay? That's human years. So let's come here and I'm going to test. I will still use this because it returns a value. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it here. Okay, so the human age is the age in human terms is, okay, the age in human terms for dog 1 is Okay, so here we will say dog 1, we use the object name dot human years, right? That's our method name, human years. Okay, so let's run. The age in human terms for dog 1 is 49 because dog 1 is 7. Okay, that is how you have a class dog, define the methods, accessors, etc., and the toString and any other methods you have. And then you test it. This is the driver, this is the client of dog, and you declare objects, right? Instantiate them and test it. So that's about it. Something new. Okay, here is something new, right? This part I didn't have time to discuss this in class. So that's that. Okay, that's it, everybody. Let me think if I have anything else to say. Okay, and when I say you need to test all your methods, you need to test all your methods. And look here, I'm testing the toString. I'm testing set name, set age, get name. I didn't test the get age. Oh, I tested get age and total age. Now I tested human years. So you need to test all of them, okay? I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to stop.